podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Smith, alongside Mr. Jere Drummond. Jere, how are we?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Went and saw the Panthers play. They actually won. Shocker. Um, Good game, but yeah, had a great weekend. Watched ball. Some were saying that I crapped on this slate.
I have text messages to prove it.
We may have evidence that makes me guilty. I fell victim to the not seeing a bunch of ranked matchups and was like, oh, this slate's terrible. I will say the especially the 3:30 slate, it delivered. It had me wrong.
Yeah, I know. Like most, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying some people look at college football through a playoff lens. You can't look at it like that. Each game's its own season. Each week's its own year, our own season. So, um, you just gotta look at it like that. Each week is its own season. You gotta go 1-0 each week.
God, I love that. Just the coach speak is
Thank you.
impeccable.
Thank you.
But yeah, we got a lot to talk about in this episode. Um, but I think we can all agree that that was a weekend that maybe a lot of people went to the pumpkin patch, and it delivered big time. Let's kind of start off with obviously we can talk about this game, but is James Franklin cooked?
Stand
We go,
by.
we go on the road to the Rose Bowl and arguably lose to one of the worst teams in the Power Four, 42-37. Is this like if you're Pat Kraft? We know the buyout is.
Doing a social post. Stand by.
Stand by, everybody.
We got to
Stand
pay the
by.
bills around here, dude. Sorry.
Stand by.
We don't have interns yet. All right, we're good.
Okay,
Sorry.
we're good. We're good. So yeah, if you're Pat Kraft, you're the AD at Penn State. What what are we doing here? Do we have? Are we taking? What steps are we taking with James Franklin? What are we doing?
Okay, last night if you asked me this, I've been like probably something more severe. But if you look at it from a human standpoint, they just came off a really, really like emotional loss to Oregon. The storylines of Penn State not being able to get over the hump kind of continue. But through all of James Franklin's tenure, they never lost games like this, at least recently. I wouldn't. I mean, obviously the buyout's way too big. No one's going to pay that. But I do think obviously he'll get this year, next year, and then if a couple of years from now, if he goes 9-3, 10-2 again, I think the seat will start getting a lot warmer. I just don't know if any Penn State fans really like James Franklin as a person, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, he's kind of a. I don't even know how to put it. Like just his demeanor and personality is just kind of like it's kind of hard to bond with him. You know what I mean? Like seems very standoffish. I can definitely. I mean, just from Penn State Twitter last night.
Very toxic.
Yeah, I know. One of their leading like analysts, like people on Twitter and YouTube. Landon Tangwall is his name. He does a post game show.
Was it good?
He was doing like live call-ins, and there's people calling in from the game, and they were just going off, like just talking about how they'll never pay any more money for Penn State football and stuff like that. It was good TV, but I think they're just kind of fed up with it, man. Like I get not winning the top 10 games, but like now you're not doing the thing that you've always done, which is win these non-ranked matchups, like you said. And I truly think it was more so that whiteout game was Penn State's season. Like they had built up so much to that game. And I mean, even James Franklin said it in the post game. He was like, I didn't have these guys ready, prepared after that one. Like, you could tell they were sleepwalking.
Yeah.
It was 27-7 at half.
Yeah, and I know some of the people on the national side are saying, well, UCLA had a new OC, they had a new game plan. They ran for like 260 yards.
Nico was averaging 8 yards a carry.
Yeah.
They had
I
no answers for him.
I went and rewatched like the condensed game, and it just felt like every crucial down the Penn State had to get off the field, it was Nico going for like 20 yards. Like Nico looked like the guy. I don't think he threw the ball exceptionally well, but he looked like the dual threat we expected at Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, at least
They found something.
he did enough in the run game. I mean, they clearly didn't have an answer for it. 3 tutties, 128 yards, 8 yards a carry. I mean, he wasn't anything special through the air, like 166 yards, 2 touchdowns. But there's just no like. I mean, UCLA's got some nice little pieces, but like, and they dominated. It seemed like they were able to do whatever they want up front. Like UCLA was just as physical, if not more physical, than Penn State.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to bring Clemson to this, but Penn State has some similar issues to Clemson. Like you bring all these guys back, and it's like this is our year. Like if not now, when? So I know what it feels like to be on that side of the ball, but I know Syracuse loss was bad, but UCLA, I mean that is.
I mean, they suck.
Yeah, UCLA is not good.
Let's just call it a spade a spade. They're terrible. No reason.
But
to lose that game.
it just looked like I don't know. Something doesn't click with Aller and Kotelnicki. I don't know what it is. I don't know. They don't give Allen enough carries. I don't know why they're so in love with Singleton.
8 carries for Allen. 8.
Granted, they were down. Like they kind of got game scripted out of the run, but still, they had a chance to tie the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, you gave Nicholas Singleton 11, and he averaged 3.5 yards a carry. Get him involved in the passing game. That's what he's good at. He's good at going out of the backfield and catching the football. And have play both of them. Do some 21 personnel stuff. Do some 20. I don't know.
Especially with their receivers. I get it if you have like dudes at receiver where you're like, well, we don't want to take one out. They don't have dudes at receiver. So why would you not go 21, 22 personnel? And I mean, Kotelnicki was in his bag against Oregon. I'm surprised on the 4th and 2 they trying to fake jet sweep, like QB counter type thing. That's when Kotelnicki usually is at his best, like those short yardage, gotta have it downs. But I don't know. I feel bad because I don't really have anything against Penn State. I think James Franklin's like a good dude. Like he inherited a dumpster fire after all the allegations and all the scandal, I guess, and he's turned it around. But it's just tough seeing a program like that's on the edge every year of like getting over the hump, and they just always somehow find a way to fail. I don't like seeing it. I don't really have anything. Like I said, I have no dog in the fight. They're not in my team's conference. I don't know how you feel about it, but it's just kind of sad.
I think it's clear that James Franklin has hit his ceiling. Like
Yeah, I think that's the overlying thing is I don't know how you fix it. You can't fire him. It's $50 million.
I also think to quarterback play for them. Have they ever had an elite quarterback?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like they never really had to have one because Trace McSorley wasn't an elite quarterback, but he was a dog. Like he extended plays. He could use his legs.
I'm just more so saying in terms of like taking that next step. Like they've always had, like they've had Trace McSorley, who's a great college quarterback. They've had guys. I mean, Clifford was all right.
I mean, I guess the last NFL, I want to say Christian Hackenberg was a fairly high draft pick.
And that was what, like 2014?
Yeah, that was like Franklin's first couple of years.
Yeah, like they just haven't. It feels like what has separated them and Ohio State and Michigan, they just haven't had the quarterback to take them over the hump.
But you think it would be Aller?
You would think. I mean, but I also have seen a lot on Twitter. A lot of Ohio, and I get Ohio State fans they hate Penn State, all that, but the fact that Drew Aller was a 5-star in Ohio State didn't recruit him. What does that say?
Good point. It's a good point. I
Like,
mean,
what does that say? Is that a red flag? I mean, clearly it might have been. I mean, I think we know what we got in Drew Aller, and he's not lived up to anywhere near those expectations. So,
yeah.
I mean, cool to see his name be a 5-star in the recruiting rankings. That's good and all, but I mean, bro, don't play like it. So, until they can get an elite quarterback, I don't think they're not going to take that next step. That's just my opinion. I think that's something that they have lacked, and that's what's holding them back.
It's hard to disagree with that.
Huh?
I was saying, yeah, it's hard to disagree with that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's all because of that, but I think that's a big chunk of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have told me Penn State, I get if they would have lost 17-10, that would have been more believable than 42-37. I'm like, there's no way this defense is going to give up 20 plus, let alone 30 plus, let alone 40 plus. Like, I thought that if you could count on one thing, it'd be Penn State's defense.
You would think, yeah. I don't know if it's traveling all the way out to LA and play. They clearly didn't prepare, and you got to give credit to Jere Neuheisel.
Yes,
intern play caller.
What a game!
And apparently his headset wasn't even working most of the time, so that's even more lore to it. That's he had a hell of a game play calling with Nico. It just seemed like he was able to get what's good out of Nico. But yeah, I mean, I'm still shocked at this score. I can't imagine. I don't envy being a Penn State fan. This is brutal.
Yeah, I got home around. I was probably up till 2, just kind of watching Andy and Ari watching Cover 3 and all that stuff. Normal Saturday night activities. And I came across this guy from Barstool I recognize. I forget his name's Connor something. He's a Philly guy, went to Penn State. He's our age. And he did a breakdown. And I'm not a big Barstool fan of college football. I think they're not the best. But he knew. I thought he knew what he was talking about. Very interesting video. It kind of gave me more perspective just about what he saw. So I went back and watched the game after seeing that and had more perspective. But yeah, I just feel bad because they're like consistently nothing like there's nothing wrong with being a second tier program. There's nothing wrong with that. But eventually you got to take that next step.
Absolutely. I just don't know. Maybe this, and like we kind of talked about it last week, that being like a intersection point for James Franklin's career. You got to think this also probably adds to it. Like, hey, I need to make a change. I don't know if that's going out and getting an elite portal quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, who knows what that is? But maybe this is the light bulb to maybe set that new trajectory for James Franklin Penn State. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just weird because you have a top 5 OC in my opinion, and you have a top 5 DC in my opinion. Maybe the best defensive coordinator in the country. So it's like, I don't know how many staff changes you'll see, but I think you're right. I think he's going to have to go. I mean, after Aller leaves, you're definitely going to have to go to the portal unless you have somebody on the roster now. But you did have someone on the roster, I think, that would give you a better shot of winning the game last week and definitely this week. But he's at Missouri now.
Yeah, I think he suits.
I think he would have fit Koldenecki's thing perfectly.
100%. He just. I mean, look what he did with Jalen Daniels.
Exactly.
Purvila is in that mold way more than Drew Aller is.
I think Aller would be better at like a Michigan, like a true pro style offense.
Yeah, drop back and not do a bunch of. I mean, you can clearly tell Koldenecki wants to get the quarterback run game involved, and he can't really. I mean, he can do that some with Drew Aller, but he doesn't like.
It's not their bread and butter.
No, it's not a staple. But any other thoughts on this one before we move on?
I guess this could be rabbit hole, but this is probably one of the most surprising results of like my lifetime, to be honest.
Really?
I think you could say, like, I'm trying to think of Clemson losses like this. Maybe the Syracuse in 2017, but like that was still a good-ish Syracuse team. They weren't the worst Power Five. Like
You're saying like in terms of like a contender for the playoffs and all that.
they were like a 4 touchdown favorite. I don't remember. I honestly can't remember a top 10 team 4 touchdown favorite losing.
What was Ohio State when they lost to Purdue? Remember that?
Okay, yeah, that's probably. But like UCLA's or Purdue that year wasn't like
They were just like,
dead in the water.
yeah, true. They were better than UCLA. I mean, this is probably the biggest. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, now that you brought it up, it's probably one of the bigger upsets in quite a while.
Just the way it happened too. Like they fire their OC. They bring in, I can't pronounce Jere. I can't pronounce his last name. Newsenheil. Yeah, he called the game of his life.
Dude.
Like, that's something you could write a movie about. I mean, he's a UCLA alum, played at UCLA. Like, but the sad part is the story is more about Penn State than UCLA, which it should be. I mean, they have to win out, and I just.
Oh, 100%. They're going to have to beat Ohio State on the road and let's see,
Indiana.
And they got Indiana at home, and at Iowa is a little tricky. I mean, like it's yeah, that's tough. That's oh man, yeah, I don't know. That might have cooked their season, but we'll see. Because I mean, you're not getting a 3-loss Penn State in the playoff. Who would they have?
3 losses were like Oregon, Ohio State, Indiana, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, if you beat the rest of your schedule except Ohio State, you have one quality one, basically. You have one ranked one. I don't think that's good enough to get you in the playoff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's rough times for Penn State fans. Any other thoughts on this one? All right. Let's move on to another one of those jam-packed 3:30 slate games. We have Texas going into the swamp, taking the L 21-29. What are our thoughts?
Florida looked like the Florida we expected in July and August. I was really impressed. I never questioned Florida's defense. It was always the offense, like and Dallas Wilson. I'm not trying to bring up wounds, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, what could have been. He's a freaking animal. I mean,
but again, sorry, go ahead.
The fact that they have him and Vernell Brown's a freshman too, like.
Yeah, but the thing is, those guys probably will leave.
Are you saying because?
I still think Napier's done.
You don't like this? Gave him any leeway?
Again, I think the story here is still more about Texas than Florida.
Really?
Texas has some serious issues, and I know everyone's saying Arch. That offensive line, goodness gracious. And the receivers, I mean, who's their best receiver? Parker Livingston?
Yeah. It will probably honestly it might be DeAndre Moore. But like he was their receiver.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, DeAndre, yeah. I mean, Wingo played okay. They just don't have the dudes they had last year. Gunnar Helm, they're missing Gunnar Helm like crazy.
Big time. Like and like 52 yards rushing.
Yeah, when like Texas last year gashed people running the ball outside of Georgia.
I also think the fact that the receiver drop off is bad, the O tackle drop off is bad as well. Like Gooseby has not lived up to expectations, and Brandon Baker is not it. Like
it's hard to watch. It's really hard to watch. Bryson Taylor's tuned in from Columbus, Ohio. Thank you, Bryson.
Thank you.
Yeah, what an awful city. I just lost my train of thought.
Or you're
I
talking
don't.
about?
I don't think it's all on Arch. Like we were saying, like you said, the tackle play has been atrocious from last year. Um, it just looks like everything they do is hard. It's similar to watching Clemson.
Yeah, it just like you can clearly tell Arch isn't confident, and Sark is having to. He's narrowing the playbook down to what he thinks Arch can do, and the fact that I mean, it's just like everything. God, like they got the running backs. I'd say running backs was probably the only position that got better from last year. I
I don't
mean,
know.
even, you could even say it's a wash. I mean, they had Jaden Blue last year.
I just don't see any of like. Do those running backs make plays one on one?
I mean, Wisner's more of like he kind of just, he needs a nice little hole to run through. Like he's not.
Which is fine, but like if Sark schemes it up to get guys one on one, gets a corner or safety, I feel like a lot. I just I don't think there's any firepower on that offense.
Yeah, like you're just saying in terms of like guys that they can count on consistently to one-on-one win matchups.
No, I mean there's no Xavier Worthy on that team. There's no who they have last year that was like trying to think of the receivers last year. Golden. There's no Golden. There's no. I mean Gunnar Helm.
Yeah, I mean, I think people, yeah, like we've talked about. I think he's very. They miss him a lot. I mean, he was basically the safety net of that offense, and
Yeah, but and then the Texas defense that was played really well throughout the year. I thought they played okay, but I thought Lagway looked good. Florida finally stayed consistent running the ball and kind of eased Lagway. Does that win save Billy Jobs? I still say no.
I they got at A&M, Georgia at home, at Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Florida State. Still, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they go like 3-9, there's no way. There's no way that they.
Again, I think this is more about Texas than Florida.
Right. I mean, I selfishly want Billy gone, but
I don't have anything against Florida. I don't root for Florida, but I just I just want Florida to have a competent person.
I'm trying to think.
Jed Fish.
Yeah. I
Lane
mean,
Kiffin.
You got to think. Yeah, Kiffin and Fish are probably the two
John
guys.
Sumrall.
I mean, that's got to be an upgrade over Billy.
Yeah, Billy Napier. Kiffin, definitely.
Oh, 100%. Kiffin went to like San Jose State.
He went to Fresno State.
Or Fresno State. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. And what is Billy Napier's buyout? I'm gonna Google that.
Thoughts on? I'll answer this real quick. Thoughts on Jonte Cook's uncle calling into a Syracuse post-game show and absolutely dunking on the staff. I did see this video. That is interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of an interesting thing. I think it's a little weird, but that's just college football.
Yeah, that's. I'm not super surprised about that video. I'm sure there's a lot more of that going on other places, like Mad Uncles just wants his boy to play. So it looks like Billy Napier. If they wait till after the season, it's $20 million.
God, that's so much more. They're still gonna do it.
They got the cash.
If they go on a run like they did last year, maybe you keep them. But it's like, is it better for the program just to fire them now?
Yeah, might as well just kind of get it started. I mean, if they somehow manage to rattle off, what would that be? 7 wins in a row, I guess, keep them. But I don't see that happening. I'll be shocked.
I'd root for it. That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty steez.
But yeah, I mean, Texas isn't in trouble.
Yeah, man, we'll be seeing Arch next year.
Oh
Bro,
yeah, and I don't want to like dunk on Arch because I think the talent's still there, but it's a developmental game, and like there's only been a handful of first year starters that come in. Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Hurts, and like Jake Fromm even play to that like to a high level. I think if he had last year's roster offensively, yeah, we'd be seeing a different Arch.
Yeah, I don't know if he's hurt. I've seen the speculation that he's hurt as well. Maybe that's why his mechanics look so messed up.
I mean, if he's hurt and it's affecting the team, surely they got to pull him, right?
I mean, you'd think, but how much are they paying this kid a year?
Dude, at the end of the day, you got to win games. I understand, the money thing, but goodness, he's cost them. I'm not going to say the Ohio State game, but this game, better quarterbacks win this game. I think he had a couple of good throws, but it's just like, it's not. Now you kind of see why Sark was playing Ewers the entire time.
Oh, 100%. All the crap I talked about them starting Ewers, I totally take back.
Well, good for you. That's good. That's very manly of you.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
But this game was still good. I mean, I wish I would have taken Florida plus 5.5. Took the under, which I thought was a good play, but the 42.5 or whatever it was, 41.5 was just too low.
Yeah, why'd you not hop on the Gator wave, my guy?
I don't know. Part of me saw like a 20-10 win for Texas. I didn't think Florida was going the game.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think either. So, and I saw the comment made about the recruiting wise. It feels like, I mean, that recruiting class that Lagway was in, he was like, I remember there was 4 or 5 decommitments that class right before signing day, and Lagway was like the one big piece he was able to retain. So like, and that's probably what kept him his job. I mean, that had to been what kept him his job, was just the fact that we got the next best quarterback since Tebow. But yeah, I don't think he's recruited well enough either. They got the money, man. I would can his ass.
It's Kiffin time.
Kiffin or Fish boy. Yeah, I agree. But any other thoughts on this one?
No.
All right, let's move on to another SEC matchup. It just means more. Alabama, Vanderbilt, Johnny Manziel on the sideline. I mean, what can you ask for, man? I mean, this is just the greatest game of all time.
First half was awesome.
Yeah, Vanderbilt ends up losing 14-30. Thoughts on this one?
Terrible beat at the end. Terrible.
Yeah,
I thought Vandy would cover, which they kind of did. Obviously, they didn't, but I did not think it was going to be as close as it really was. Like the first half, Vanderbilt low-key had Alabama in hell.
Yeah, I think they were just able to run the football. I mean, I know that one touchdown was like 65-yard.
Yeah, on by Alexander.
Yeah, and then it seemed like the second half they kind of definitely did a lot better job at stopping the run. It was definitely the turnovers are what decided this game. The interception, then that fumble in the red zone by Pavia. I think that's what sealed the deal. That's what did it. I mean, gotta take care of the football, man. I love Pavia. He's a little pit bull. He's a good player, but turnovers cost him in this one.
Yeah, I mean, Pavia, for all of his antics, like, he's still a really good college quarterback. Granted, he's been in college for like 7 years, but again, I think Vanderbilt, like, I was still impressed. Like, That's still, if you're a Vanderbilt fan, that's still a Vanderbilt team you've got to be pretty proud of.
Oh, 100%. I mean, they were in it for most of the game out, and you take away the turnovers, we could be singing a different song. They do have a tough little stretch here. Well, I mean, it's at home though. LSU, Missouri, at Texas. I mean, they got some tough games, but like this is a team that can still make a solid bowl game. Like who knows? They
Playoff.
may mess around and go 10-2 and make the playoff. You never know, dude. At Tennessee, like they're gonna smoke Tennessee's ass.
Oh man.
That's a butt beating, but
Yeah, there's no hope for anyone tuning in to Tennessee fan playing, man.
Tennessee's they're getting cooked.
That actually will be like no, I think Tennessee will beat them, but LSU is winnable. Texas is now winnable.
Missouri's winnable. Auburn. All these games are at home, dude. They got 4 out of these 6 games are home.
Dude, does the 9-3 Vanderbilt team get in?
I think it depends on. Okay, they've beaten South Carolina. I mean, it depends on who they beat. If they beat LSU and Mizzou, that's 3 ranked wins. You lose to Tennessee, and then who like you lose to Texas maybe? I don't know. I think they need to go 10-2 probably.
Fair. I thought Ty Simpson out the early 4th and 1, and they went play action pass. Why? Like,
what would have OC Drummond done there?
You're Alabama, run the ball. Like, don't overthink it. I would rather, as a fan, get stopped on 4th down from a 4th and 1 than try to get cute and do like a play action pass and throw a pick.
That's fair. You got the horses. You ain't got to do nothing fancy.
If you going into this game, if I told you Ty Simpson was gonna be sacked 4 times, Diego Pavia was gonna be sacked once, what do you think the score was gonna be?
I would have said Vanderbilt win.
Yeah, that's why I'm still impressed. It's like when you look at it, I thought Vanderbilt, they controlled the first half outside the 2-minute drill that Bama just ran down and scored. That's inexcusable. Ty Simpson continues to take that next step. Really impressed with him. And they have dudes. I mean, Bernard and Williams.
He can spin the rock.
Yeah, and then Jam Miller being back is huge for them. Jam Miller balled out.
Yeah, dude, I think this is probably Alabama. If I had to say, Alabama's probably the 4th best team in the country. I'd put them probably right below that group of LSU,
Ohio State, Oregon, Miami.
Slide them in right below.
No, yeah, especially
in my opinion.
I think they can just win games different ways. I feel like I overused that, but they can. Like, they had a shootout against Georgia in the first half and then kind of held on and won, and then they kind of took control of this one in the second half. But the thing that I was just concerned is, like, if Alabama came around the football and they're one-dimensional, but now you get Miller going, who knows? I mean, they can kind of open it up. But I like Ty Simpson a lot. Ball looks different coming out of his hand.
Oh, absolutely. I think the development of the passing game, like just the fact you go from Jalen Milroe to Ty, with how the way Ty's playing, such an upgrade. I think it's
100%.
It's one of the more slept on upgrades. Not everybody's talking about. Like their passing offense is night and day better than it was last year.
Yeah, watching Milroe drop back was painful. But then you had games against LSU, you ran for like 140.
Yeah, you don't get that with
Maybe
Ty.
more than that.
Yeah, he ran for it had to have been like darn near 200 yards versus LSU last year. But I think if you have a healthy Jam Miller, like you don't need that. You know what I mean? Like I'd much rather take Ty's passing ability. But this Alabama team's good, man. They're good.
Shocker, Alabama's good again.
What a surprise! Who would have thought? Yeah, I like this team a lot, and like you said, they can win in multiple ways. I think Vanderbilt's still a good team. They can make the playoffs. I think people
Dude,
need
they
to.
could. There could be a rematch in Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I
people
wouldn't
need
bet on
to.
that. I think it's gonna be Alabama, Ole Miss.
I think people still need to respect this team, and I think that you take away the turnovers, this could be a Vanderbilt win. So I really like that. I'm curious to see how they play the next few weeks. So
They have a bye this week.
stand by, stand by. Yes, they have a bye. Bye and then 2 home games. Their schedule sets up nice. So we'll see what happens with the Commodores. Any other thoughts on this one?
Nah, I'm ready to talk some Florida State, Miami.
All right, well here it is. Miami goes on the road, wins 28-22 in their rivalry game with Florida State. What are our thoughts on this one?
The game was never this close.
No.
From like the first possession on, when Miami scored, I was like, this sounds. Yeah.
You can tell who was the more physical team was.
Yeah. Miami looks legit. Like,
They're good.
dominant.
They're for all the deficiencies that some of these Miami crystal ball teams have had. Those deficiencies are no more. Like this is a complete football team.
Yeah. And it's weird because I thought they wasted a potential national championship team last year with Cam Ward. And they're like, oh, no, we'll just go get Carson Beck. I'm not saying Carson Beck is as good as Cam Ward, but
he's playing great football.
the throw he had on the flea flicker to Malachi Tony, elite ball. Elite.
Yeah. He's playing like 2023 Carson
Dude,
Beck.
he's playing better than that.
That's probably
Carson Beck, low key is, he may be the best quarterback in the country right now.
If I have a team and I'm picking somebody, he's in the top 2 or 3. Like
I would take him. I honestly, it's either him, Simpson, or Moore.
Yeah.
But like
healthy material, but I'd probably still.
Oh, that's right. Good point. Good call.
It'd be one of those 4.
I don't know, dude. Mateer, I like Mateer, don't get me wrong, but it's almost like he tries to do too much.
Yeah, I mean, truly, at the end of the day, it'd probably be one of the 3. Material's good, but the playbook's a little bit more limited with him passing wise. I feel like
Carson Beck, like the only thing you could maybe be mad, like critique Miami's on is only 3 yards of carry, but like you had 3 yards of carry and still, I know you only won by 6, but no, that game was over.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think people buying in stock for the Florida State comeback. You could clearly tell Miami had taken the foot off the gas. Like they were dominant the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, and Ruben Bain, maybe the best defensive player in the country right now.
I would love a Ruben Bain. He's so good. Yeah, and it's just like it's not even just him too. Like they got guys all over the field. Who was it? Justin Scott. You got the kid, the transfer from Louisiana Tech. You got who was it? Mesidor, Basante. Like they got dudes all up and down the field. Keontae Scott had a great game. Like outside of Dan Lanning, Lane Kiffin. I mean, this is that transfer class that Cristobal brought in. This is another one of those transfer kind of masterpieces. Like he filled his holes. That secondary is basically made by the portal, and they've been lights out this year.
Yeah, I think Cristobal's figured it out.
Yeah, man. The Minnesota DC's been a great hire. You can tell that there's energy now. Like it just seems like the right fit. And Shannon Dawson's another.
Shannon Dawson may be the best OC in the country.
That's another one of the. He cooks.
But they don't even do anything like too crazy.
They just that offensive line.
They just line up and play.
They just smash it down your throat, and then they play off of that. You know what I mean? Like everything plays off itself.
They're one of the few teams in the country who are like, all right, we know their identity.
They want to run the football, and they're gonna use that to play action, and they got guys that can get past you. as we saw,
Dude,
Malachi Tony.
Malachi Tony.
He's a dog. He should be playing high school still. Like, is he? And I think we figured out no relation to Kadarius, right?
Yeah, no relation.
Still, I mean, just yeah, he's a dude. He was not even he was a 3-star. Like, just crazy pull by that staff, man. Like,
I I think if you're a good player, no matter what rating you are star wise, crystal ball is gonna find you if you live in Florida.
that's how it should be, man. You
And
shouldn't have.
you'll lose a couple because you're not gonna get everybody. But that's the thing is like guys that are not everyone knows about. You cannot let get out of the state.
No, dude, that's the luxury of being the coach there. You should be able to throw your pebble and hit 20 different recruits every cycle. You know what I mean? Like, and they're doing it, man. They're recruiting how Miami's supposed to recruit. I love how this team's put together. They're legit. They're a title contender.
I think they'd be my favorite, honestly.
Mr. Drummond's favorite to win the national championship over Ohio State.
That'd be a hell of a matchup. Any of those matchups between Miami, Oregon, any of those three teams playing would be.
I'd pay a lot of money to see that. That'd be.
I would just love to see the chess match between, like, Oregon and Miami. Obviously, the storyline of Cristobal being the former. But take that away. Take that away.
Oh,
Those are two coaches that pride themselves on being, like, alpha males, like, dominant personalities. Let's just call it how it is, psychopaths, like recruit. Like the only person I think that is as obsessed with recruiting as Mario Cristobal is Dan Lanning. And that those two guys like going mano-a-mano on a neutral site, just physical. I mean, that'd be a physical football game. That'd be a violent football game.
Oh my God, I'm getting chills thinking about it. Yeah, that would be the amount of talent in the front or like both lines.
There'd be like 20 NFL players.
I mean, and the skill players too. You can't forget about like know.
I don't want to think too big picture. I mean, Miami still got to go out. Oregon still has to go out and win games. Ohio State obviously, but like those are the three teams. That's the measuring stick this year.
Could we get this? Would feed. I know this. I shouldn't even bring this up. Playoff semifinals: Miami, Oregon, Ohio State, Bama.
That would be cool. I mean, I would rather see Miami, Oregon.
Like for the Natty or for the?
Oh, I don't care when they play. I just need to see it.
Just want to see it. I think that would be the dream scenario, playoff wise. I know that we're not supposed to talk about the playoff, but you'd have to admit both those matchups would be.
Well, the thing is with this, we know how it is. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, obviously, I know. A lot of more ball to be played. But as of now, those would be two intriguing matchups I'd like to watch.
Yeah, I guess moving to the Florida State side, if you don't mind. I feel Florida State.
They ran into a buzzsaw.
That and you lost to you're what 0-2 in the league now.
It's going to be tough for them to make it. I don't know. They're obviously going to have to win out. And still, you got to worry about tiebreakers and all that mess.
Hey, they still got to go to Clemson.
Yeah, it is definitely not. Let's see if this and also too, does this team kind of pack it in? Like what?
That's one of the worries of the transfer portal, man. I mean, obviously, I don't want to sound like an old head coming from the Dabo Swinney tree, but like most of those kids were mercenaries for 1 year and then they're done.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if he's able to get them to buy in. They got Pitt at home, at Stanford, Wake, so they got 3 games that they should be favored in and win. We'll see how they look going into Clemson. I don't know, man. This is a tough spot for them.
Yeah. And about Miami, obviously ACC, whatever, but that is not an ACC team.
No, that's a contender in both.
That's like 2018 Clemson team.
Yeah, that's a team.
That's a team.
Yeah, they could 100% contend in the Big Ten and SEC. They're good, man. The only thing like I just want to see is how does this team look in November? It's been the tale as old as
Yeah,
time.
pull up their schedule quick. Let's run through it.
They got Louisville at home.
That's probably their hardest game.
They got a bye. Then them at home. Home Stanford. I'll pray for Stanford at SMU. That I think at SMU could be tricky.
What day is that?
Stand by. November 1st. That I would be circling that one. That's
Do you want to go to that game?
I'd be down. That would be a great game.
I don't know. The thing is, I don't want y'all flying all the way out here, and that could be a. I don't see SMU being able to block them.
Yeah.
SMU had trouble with TCU. No disrespect to TCU. I'm just saying Miami's like.
Yeah, they're different. Yeah, and then at home versus Syracuse and NC State, and then at Virginia Tech, at Pitt.
Wow. You would have to see a brutal collapse. Like you could lose one of those and be fine, but like I don't know, crazier things have happened. The thing is, like last year, you knew Miami was going to score 50 when they got off the bus. It was like, all right, are they just going to hold teams to less than 50? Now it's like they're going to score 40 and hold you to like 15 or 17 points.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm curious to see if they pull, have a stinker one night and they just don't end up winning the game. But also this team, like we've talked about, is a complete team, not like the teams of old. So we'll see.
They play combinatory football. Like even in the Notre Dame game, defense kind of gave up some plays towards the end, and the offense still found a way. I don't know. I think we've also seen Miami play in more, like they played 3 quote-unquote primetime games, so I've had more chances to watch them. I think Oregon's a complete team. I think Ohio State's definitely a complete team. Ohio State's just gotten, this is a compliment to them, they're just boring.
They don't have to do nothing.
Exactly. That's a compliment to them. Like, those
good.
3, I think, are the clear measuring stick this year.
100%. I think maybe Bama could get to that point. Maybe. I want to see how, obviously, that offense looks, if they continue to take the next steps and whatnot and what the health looks like. But I think Bama could potentially rise up into that.
I just think Bama, if they had to play Miami, they would need that game in the 40s or 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would have to get in a shootout. I know I just said they could win a game in multiple ways. Against Miami, I don't see them being able to win a rock fight.
Yeah, I think Miami would be able to lean on him a good bit. But any other thoughts on this 4-state Miami game?
No, I mean I'm just really impressed with Miami.
Yeah, man, me too. They got a team down there, but yeah, man, I think again, great slate, especially at 331. I really enjoyed it. Any other kind of final thoughts on this slate this week?
No, I just think, like I always say, every Saturday is a gift. I know not every Saturday is as loaded as the one we had last week, and now the one we're gonna have this week. But I'm telling you, like, Saturdays are so much better than Sundays.
Oh,
They're better. Like, college football always delivers. I don't care. Like, it's the best. And we should be blessed. We should be thankful that we can watch it. Like, all the games you can watch on TV now. There's not a single game you cannot watch. I mean, it's beautiful. It brings a tear to my eye. Like, Saturdays are so awesome. Like, wake up. Like, watch football. Like, think about it all day. Go on Twitter, look at what people are saying. Watch fans melt down on shows. Like, that's what I'll be doing tonight. Like, I'm so excited about the mundane things. Like, I just love it. And, like, I'm sorry to, like, go on a tangent, but, like, I'm not trying to, like, throw shade at soccer. But, like, you really want to wake up and watch soccer? Like, cool. Like, have fun. If that's your thing. But football is such a violent game, and it's such a tactical, like, specimen of football. Like, it's the best.
It's a game within the game. I don't think people realize.
There is 4 games going on at once.
I think that's the beauty of it. Everybody just thinks, oh, football, oh, CTE. There's so much. It's like the puppet show, you unveil the curtains behind and you see everything that's going on behind. Like, people don't understand how much goes on.
Sure, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Nice. I'm just I'm it was awesome. Like, I finally got my setup right. The two screen setup, TV setup. Shout out YouTube TV. Shout out YouTube TV.
Not sponsored, but willing to
Oh yeah,
negotiate.
yeah, willing to negotiate. I mean, dude, I was on my couch from 11, and then I went to the TCU game around 5, like, and I didn't miss a single thing. Like, it was awesome, man. It was so awesome. And I'm excited for next Saturday too.
Yeah, man. Another great looking slate. I'll make sure to not.
Can we go through it real quick? Real quick, if you don't mind.
The floor is yours.
Okay. Ohio State, Illinois. That's a good game-ish. Alabama, Missouri. Red River. Indiana, Oregon. Florida, Texas A&M. Kansas, Texas Tech. I think that's going to be a good game. South Carolina, LSU. And Arizona State, Utah to close it out. I think that's a pretty good slate, dude.
Yes, I agree. I think that's. Hey, man, let's just say I'm gonna be glued on the couch. I mean, that's all that needs to be said.
Can I give you one thing, just so every game? So obviously, I know not every game has the playoff implications. Think about this: every conference game is a playoff game now. Especially in the Big 12.
This is true. Yeah, you win your conference, you're in. So
just think about that.
Damn, bro's making me like.
I just had a cup of coffee. I'm ready, man. I'm so excited, man. I just love this game.
It is a great game. I love it. That's why we talk about it.
So why we talk about it for free? Please pay us.
Don't make it to where we have to have a paywall.
Yeah, don't make it. We will do that. Oh. Oh man, football is awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it's I just in the fall weather too, man. Fall's coming in, man. We're gonna get the fall vibes too.
I've had no fall vibes here. It's still like 90 degrees.
You are, yeah, in Texas, so that's awkward. You know, I know you grew up out there and it's what you're used to and whatnot, but
yeah, definitely.
It's starting to cool off a little bit here, which is nice. So
yeah.
But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna be posting more on the socials, so just go follow us there: TikTok, Insta, Twitter, Facebook.
No Facebook.
No Facebook. No, kill the Facebook. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and yeah, y'all take care.